What's up guys, in today's video we have a Q50 here. We're going to be lowering on some Maxspeeding rods. We're going to max them out. We're going to see how low we can get these things. So far we got the hood open. Going to be loosening these bolts right here on the top. There's a trick to do it really fast. It's the same thing as a 370Z, same suspension setup. Difference is this one has non-true, this one is getting true. So it should be easy to do. I'll take you along the process, and we're going to be lowering this side first, the driver's side, maxing it out, and we're going to make sure it doesn't rub. Alright guys, once you got the tire off, you're going to be loosening this right here, and then you're going to loosen this bolt, and as well loosen this sway bar link, and it's going to be super easy. Once you do that, you're going to get a crowbar, put it right here, and go super low, really easy, and you can take out the strut. Now the reason why I'm loosening this is because you can take it out easier instead of fighting, twisting it, going left and right. So it's going to make your life easier. That's why I have this taking out the upper control arm, and having the spindle comes towards me. So overall, super easy to do. Takes literally what, 30 minutes to do each side, so that's an hour to do the front. Alright guys, once you get the 3 bolts on the top loose, you're going to come over here. I already got everything loose. You see, you're going to loosen the upper control arm, then you're going to take out the sway bar, the 2 bolts right here, and then you can easily slide this link right here out, and now the thing has play. You can move it back and forth. You can take these bolts out. These are 14s right here, really easy, and it goes back in pretty easy. Make sure you have everything loose, all these wires and the brake line right here, so nothing breaks. And that's pretty much it. So now the strut is ready to come out, as you see. About like took me 20 minutes to do this right now, and then 10 more minutes to put it back in. Alright guys, as you see, the Maxspeeding rod is in. So now we're going to be jacking up the lower control arm. I did have to move it a little bit, but it's free play, so you can move it. As you see, it's free play, so it's really easy. I didn't tighten the bolts on the top, I just put it on. So now we're going to realign everything, pull back everything, and we're also going to lower it. I'm going to try to max out the spring to at least 7 or 6, which is just turning this as much as you can, and then we're going to lower it and see how the fitment looks. Alright guys, everything is ready. We're going to do a live reaction. Everything on the top is bolted, everything on the bottom is bolted, except for the sway bar. It's the 2 bolts are there, but overall that's not going to affect the driving since we're doing the other side. So now we're going to lower the car and see how it looks. Oops, this jack is a little bit too fast, but overall that's how it looks. It just needs a 25mm spacer, and it's she's pretty low, but we got to do all other 4 to really get the suspension dialed in. But overall it looks pretty good. Alright guys, so now we're going to do the same concept. You're going to take this bolt out, loosen these 2 bolts right here on the sway bar. As you see, they're already loosened, and then you're going to loosen the top hat, the 3 bolts on the top, and then over here he's going to loosen this main bolt, and that's pretty much it. Remember, get the pry bar, put it right here. Everything should be coming towards you, and that's it. It's super easy to do. You shouldn't have a hard time, and remember to move all these cables out, and that's pretty much it, and this side would be completely done. Alright guys, so we just finished this side. Everything's back on. We're just putting the tire on. This side is also maxed out. This one doesn't have the fender liner, but it doesn't matter. Everything in the bottom is tightened. I got tightened the top with a gun. That's pretty much it. So we're going to lower this and see how it looks. Alright guys, so we took the seats off. As you see, you're going to pull this lever on both sides. So pull it over with your finger and then push up with the other hand, both sides. This side you have a few bolts. You have a bolt here, here, right over there, and right over there, as you see. And then you're going to grab with your hand here and push up. You have some brackets. You have this bracket right here, this one right here, as you see, and the other one over there in the corner. Apparently the seat's really difficult. It took us what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to figure it out. But now next step is to take off this piece right here to access the coilovers. So now we're going to take that off. There's some clips we got to take off, including these right here, the bolts right there to strap on the kids, and that's pretty much it. This is easy to take out. Alright guys, so all you gotta do to access the 3 bolts is take this panel off and that other panel in the corner, and that is pretty much it. So we're gonna jack the back up right now and take off this tire and get started. Alright guys, once the rim is taken out, you see the strut. All you gotta do is take out this bolt. Remember, loosen the top bolts up there, and I would suggest probably loosening this end link right here. That is pretty much it, and then using a pry bar and prying this down so you can push this towards the car. And it should be pretty simple because the new one is going to be shorter, so you gotta jack up the whole lower control arm right here in the bottom so you can bolt it up. But overall it looks pretty freaking simple. The back, it is easier, my opinion. Well, obviously you got to take out the interior, but overall it looks pretty simple. Guys, so we got the strut finally out. As you see, we have a pry bar wedged in right here. I also took out this end link, which goes right here, as you see, as well as I took off the bolt on top. Now I had my partner in crime, she's hiding right now, stand on this, and then I used a hammer to bash right here. You can see the indentation right here, to knock it out of place, because it is posted right here on these grommets. So once you do that, you can take out the strut and put the new strut in. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to max out the Maxspeeding rod, max it out completely low to see how it looks, and then we'll do the same thing for the other side and we'll go from there. Alright guys, as you see, the strut is in. I also had to get a 19mm nut here, since the old one has a built-in nut, as you see. But overall, it was easy to put on. Just remember to put back the end link, as well as I did compress the spring 1 inch, so now the rear spring is a 7 inch. So it should be a little bit lower, but not that much. Obviously it is maxed out. This is the furthest you could go on this coilover. So all we gotta do now is tighten the bolts on the top. That's pretty much it, and do the other side. So we're gonna lower this side right now and see how the fitment is. It should be pretty low. I don't think it's gonna be low enough to rub the fender liner, but it's a possibility. All right guys, so we just finished. Everything is maxed as well on this side. I didn't have to take out the end link on this side. I did have to use a pry bar though to push it down, and use a hammer to beat on the other one. But overall now we're just going to tighten the top bolts, put the tire on, and that's pretty much it. Put the interior in, and then we're going to take some pictures and see how it looks fully on the floor. Alright guys, it's done. The car is fully maxed out. Take you around. As you see, front is pretty low. It does need some spacers, but other than that, she is pretty damn low, as you see. Take you around over here. It is maxed out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Expect a little bit more content. We might change them to BCs to go a little bit more low. For sure we're doing some wheels on this thing, and probably some other stuff. So just keep an eye out. So take care guys.